But it got me to thinking, and I was thinking, how can we make the voting process easier? And I was thinking especially for millennials and other people who necessarily don't want to stand in lines. So I saw a commercial the other day for this Galaxy Note phone, that huge old phone that you see, during the Olympics, and it actually has a retina scanner on it that can unlock the phone. And many other smartphones also have fingerprint readers as well. So what I was thinking is that, in effect, you could have a phone app, and I'm kind of partial to the name YouVote for the name of the app, that uses these types of biometrics to vote. So basically, here's how it could work. You could register to vote like normal, and then your voting office would give you login information and passcode for this YouVote app. You then use that login information to set up an account on the YouVote app, where you can also download your fingerprint and retina scan. Then, on election day, instead of standing in lines, you simply open up this YouVote app and log in. The app will then scan your retina or fingerprint, and once it is verified that you are you, it will open the appropriate ballot, which you can then vote on. And all these rolls will, of course, be kept by the local election office. Now, after you vote and you send it in through this app, you send your vote, it sends it automatically through electronically to the polling place, which automatically prints out your vote and stores an electronic copy there at the polling place, or election office, or whatever you have. So, I mean, like any voting system, and it would be susceptible to fraud, you can never have a foolproof voting system. It's just impossible. Notably in that, as we've seen with Russians, you can't hack into the program. But as we've discussed previously, this can already be done on traditional voting machines. We showed you how it can be done in 8 minutes on these traditional voting machines. And these biometric scanning is much more secure than a simple ID, which can also be forged. I mean, it's kind of hard to counterfeit an eyeball or a fingerprint. I mean, I guess you could always use someone else's. You could always do it like the spy movies and take someone's eyeball. I don't know. I'm sure there's always people doing it, or you could, put grandma's thumb on there and vote for them. There's always ways to do it. Like I said, there's always ways to get around it. But I think it's definitely more secure than just a voter ID. I mean, sure, there's some privacy concerns regarding the government having access to your biometric data, but the YouVote app would only be one option, and traditional voting would still remain open for those who are not comfortable with it, of course. But let's be honest, I mean, the federal government already has your biometric data anyway. I mean, if you don't think they do, trust me, they do. I mean, we already do other secure functions by phone with these kind of things, such as internet banking. So it's not out of the realm of possibility to do voting by smartphone. Like I said, people are already on their smartphones all the time, and we get a much higher voter turnout, I think. Now, with the smartphone voting, a person can just simply skip the lines, which is helpful for those who are working or are elderly or just hate lines. Plus, like I said, my generation is already much more comfortable with their smartphones, and I think much higher turnout would happen. And it is much more secure with the biometric scanning. It's cutting down vastly, I think, on voter fraud, which I said we all know exists. So, I mean, I'd like to know, what you think of with my YouVote app. Like I said, email me if you think it's a crazy idea, or am I just completely crazy on this, or you think it could be the wave of the future, or if you have any other ideas to make the election process easier. Like I said, we want to make it easy, but we don't. At the same time, we want to make sure that we have legitimate votes. It's a tough thing to balance. I mean, if you have it too hard, then it's going to be too hard for people to vote. But on the other hand, if it's too easy, like this California law, you're going to have just vast amounts of voter fraud. So I think it's interesting. So let me know. Like I said, thefullstoryfm@gmail.com.